Hey, Theresa, or Theresa, not really sure which one it is, but got your Agent Carolina helmet here for you. As you can see, it came out really nicely. I have all of the detail painting with black in there, as well as the LEDs that you requested, which are in the sides here. So I'll turn those on so you can see. So those look real nice. And they are on-off switch controllable. So also we have the one-way gold visor there, which of course is one way, so you can see through it on the inside. And then speaking of the inside, you have your control box right here. So it's in this divot, so it's out of the way of your face. But you have the on-off switch right there. Can't really show you the lights while showing you this, but your on-off switch. And then if you have to replace the batteries, the back panel is attached, so you just slide the box itself up and it'll come off. You'll hear a click and you can replace those batteries. I will include these two batteries in it, but if and when you need to replace them, that's how you do it. So you just slide it up to take it off, then put it back on that panel. It's very hard to do without actually looking in, and slide down until you hear that click. And that way you can still replace the batteries, but also the on-off switch is facing up. The wiring, besides right there where it needs to be by the control box, is largely wired down in the bottom ridges of the helmet, so should be very out of the way for you, especially because you don't really typically put foam in this sort of area. The main places that you should be concerned about foam would be this bump right behind where the visor ends over here. This is around your temples. And then the top, very top, this backspace, and those specific areas of the head. So a lot of customers request the one-piece helmet instead of one with the sliced right here with a removable mounted back. Not really sure why, but that does mean that it needs to be scaled up so that down here where it curves inward, your head can still fit up and in there. So there is a bit of extra space in this back region. Your head will sit like over here, and because it curves down, you have to be able to get your head in, but then there's space in this back area. So since I don't have your head actually here to get the sizing really perfect, this is scaled to the head circumference you sent, but I include these pre-cut foams for you to get the minute adjustments done, and I suggest doing them in those places that I showed you. So for starters, these thicker pieces, which are really squishy and also pull apart, so you can make it, adjust them if you would like to. These would be good, I think, for the back of the head area, since there's more space to fill in there. So those would be a good addition for that. And then the standard ones that I make for all my helmets come in the thicker and the thinner variety. But basically, so let's say the temple area I was talking about, put the helmet on, wiggle your head around, see how much room is there, then layer in 2 of these in that spot on the helmet. I suggest trying to do it symmetrically. So layer those in. You can use any glue, hot glue or super glue, anything like that. Layer them in, put the helmet back on, shake your head around. If there's still room, you can then layer another one directly on top to fill more space. Also, there's these thinner ones as well, so if you need to make a smaller adjustment, you can layer that in there. But make small adjustments at a time, because it's a lot easier to add in another layer than it is to add in too much and then try and work backwards. That would be my suggestion. I think there's specific points on this helmet that jut out, so it really isn't that many places you have to put foam. There will be a lot of extra space around that, but those contact points should hold the helmet in place. That's at least when I made mine, that's what I did. I had very few areas with foam and lots of extra space internally, which is actually good for ventilation, preventing the visor from fogging too quick. But if you have any trouble or any issues or concerns, feel free to reach out, and I will get this out to you today. Thanks.